Firstly, the gun room has gone through some very minor improvements. I've made glass cases for each of the guns so that the room itself has more detail in it. Also, the idea of having speed boosting pistols has been scrapped for the idea of generally doing stuff to boost the weapons and balance them out. I've also added these animated medic stations around the map which will heal fully instantly, but have a 7-second delay in between heals. I've also made a door for gun room from scratch, which keeps to my idea of making the contents of the gun room visible to tease the tease. Time attack has also gone through some improvements. For starters, I added tutorials to be played for unsure people. Also, as my knowledge of scripting has increased, I've managed to lower the buttons for each mode down to just 3 in total. The button below the console tells the CTs how to use these controls if they are still unsure. As for the courses, hidden guns have been added, but attempting to get them can lower your chances of beating the run. I've clearly marked where the guns are, so be sure to look out. This is the new room I've made dedicated to allowing unique deagle tosses to be played. There are 3 pairs of deagles that correspond with 3 pairs of courses. Each have a letter parented to them so that they can be used to pair up T's to what courses. The deagles only have 7 bullets, so it's no big ask to empty them. When all the deagles have been emptied and thrown down to the T's, they can use the letters to find who they will be versing on what course. There are 3 courses: N for normal, S for surf, and C for chicken. After the person has thrown their deagle, they will be teleported to a containment cell so that they have to accept the outcome of the throw. Once CTs figure out who won, they simply dispose the loser and use the buttons above each cell to let the winner out. The CTs have to retrieve the deagles by using buttons above the courses to tally to the floor of the level. Conveyors have been added to make it easier for the CTs to retrieve the guns. The left button tallies the CT to the left side of the course and the right button to the right side of the course. Also, each gun activates a teleporter on pickup that will tally a CT back to the entrance of deagle toss to throw the gun back down. If a gun meant for surf is thrown in the normal course, then a CT must use the backup teleporter, which will do the same thing as if the end deagle was used on the normal course. Finally, I'm going to introduce the kitchen wing, which holds one new game which takes from a classic board game. The kitchen itself has been made to look like a mess hall. The new game is called Mastermind, and it has been themed using 6 food groups rather than 6 colors. Only the Mastermind CT will be able to enter the control room since the door slams shut and kills anyone in its way. The CT must then go over to the master panel and input the sequence of 4 of the available options. The master sequence tiles cannot be seen unless a flashlight is put on them, and since player flashlights don't illuminate surfaces for anyone other than the player, spectators can't find the sequence out and tell it to anyone via Steam chat. This is also why only the controlling CT can enter the room. When the master sequence is loaded, a T must choose to operate on behalf of the rest of everyone. If the T gets the sequence right, the operating team may choose a select amount to die. If they don't get the sequence within 10 turns, the operating team must choose a select amount to take with him to death. Since it's all the T's versus the one CT, only the previous selection can be stored for reference. I'm going to add a button to explain the rules of the game in full. I've also added a room dedicated to what's for dinner type games. A team must stand in the frying pan and tell the CT what he will make them for dinner. If the CTs like it, they can press a button which will let him in through to the kitchen. If they don't like it, the second button will open up 2 unique ways to kill the T if they don't wish to just shoot him. So that's everything I've done so far. For those who have been watching these, I'm releasing a version of this which will be linked in the video description. The reason for this is I need to have all the current games play tested to see if there are any bugs or issues that need to be addressed. Please relay your findings in the forum, which is also listed in this video description. Also, as it is still in development stages, please keep in mind vents and level detail is still yet to be worked on. Anyway, as for what to expect next, I'm going to work on a few of the weaker guns to balance them against guns that always get chosen. Since normally their price is the balance aspect, I will need to find other ways to make them worth using. I'm also going to develop a set of climbing paths that will be put in a new room. That's all I have planned for the next report. Thanks for watching.